Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
what subs are you running in the back, or sub?
Focal.
One
Sub 10-inch.
Yeah, it's really, what's really noticeable is you can't hear the sub in the back at all. It's all coming from here, up front. It's, you know what I mean? It's, the soundstage is just fantastic.
Staging and everything is quite okay here. I think it's like the tonal balance and everything. We need to find someone who knows what he's doing. And then, I found Eddie, and then,
Right, yeah. Okay, so David Tanoto, did I say that correctly?
Yeah.
David, I really enjoyed listening to your Mazda 3. Is it a Mazda 3, sorry?
Yes,
yeah, that is a really nice sound system. I'm curious to understand why you built that car, or why Eddie built that car for you. What is the drive for you that has inspired you to do that?
I've been I like sound system since I was a teenager, and I've been around. But then the first time I used to play ISPL, but then within times I grew to sound quality one, and then after I listened to some friend's car, and then it kept me dreaming about having a good system for myself. And then I started to ask for a piece of equipment from Eddie that's gonna fill my needs about the kind of sound that I want. So I started to building the car, and I bought a new car just to do this kind of thing.
I find the focals very bright, and I feel that's right on me when I'm if I was sitting here like this, I'd put the seat back a little bit.
I have lots of settings around here.
So you're running the Helix direct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a lot of settings that I can change according to the music. If I want it to be like the vocal and the treble to be like the bright one, then I can choose this one, or I can choose a lot of settings with R&B, with oldies, with a lot of stuff.
So how many tunes do you have programmed into the Helix?
Eddie made me 12, I think.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, 12. So if I want to listen to R&B, so I can just change it so the bass would like a bit punchier. But if I want it to be, I want to hear the audiophile version, so the vocal should be a little bit bright, and then the staging would be like very, very good, where the person who sings is in front of me and the one who plays music is everywhere else.
Fantastic. So you had a lot of confidence. You came here to see Eddie to do tuning as well?
I've been around, and then changing installer and stuff. But then the last time I found Eddie, he's doing the things that match me. I wanted something that I can listen to, and it looks good and it's safe, so I'm not going anywhere else.
Sounds fantastic. Yeah. I have to say that's one of the nicest sound systems I've heard in a long time. Really, really nice. So you talked about SPL when you were younger. Can you tell me about what you had in the car then? It wasn't the Mazda, obviously.
Yeah, it's like on year 92 or something. It's been a long time ago, and mostly rock stuff.
So how old are you now?
I'm 40.
Yeah, right, okay, so you're talking the 90s, which is when I was right into my car audio as well, right? Yeah, good times. So going back to that time, is there a piece of equipment that you like from the older car audio days, the 90s?
The older car audio days is mostly about SPL, then it comes to subwoofer and power. Yeah, that's all, and then doing the tuning and stuff. All about SPL at the number. Yeah, that's it.
That's how you remember it. And now you refine that car. That's a very high end. So how long have you had the Mazda 3 for?
Around 8 months.
And number of competitions you've competed in?
I'm not going to any competitions. I just build it for my personal use.
Yeah, right. Lovely. And you've got the 12 tunes in that car that you were telling me about. So can you run me through some of those tunes, just so I can get an understanding of...
The tunes is mostly the one front right audiophile. That's for my own personal use when I'm listening to audiophile music, and then the setting is only for me. So all the staging is centered on me. The one who's singing is in front of me, and all the music is surrounding in front of me. Other people listening to the car, they might sound, the staging is not going to be right. So I got another setting for front all, so other people will also enjoy the sound from the front, so the sound is going to come from the center for everyone, not only for me. And then I got the settings for like R&B. I have settings for normal use, the mixed use, and then the like oldies. I like the trance. Yeah, changing.
So what sort of music do you like to listen to? A mix?
Usually, mostly jazz. Only on Friday, or yeah, using a bit of
bump the box, bang. Yeah, okay.
Friday night, sometimes with friends.
Yeah, right. That's interesting. So do you find that you're in your car a lot?
Yeah, I've been like, Jakarta is like traffic everywhere.
I experienced that this morning.
Yeah, you experienced that this morning. And then traffic is everywhere. And then if you have something that you can enjoy too, it's gonna lesser the stress. And then you can enjoy things that you didn't usually enjoy on the road. On the road is like people is jamming everywhere, and people are going to it fast and all the way. We are waiting, and then if the music is it's gonna reflect to our emotions. We listen to jazz, we listen to something calming. Probably we won't get to road straight or something, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. So I have an interesting question. So did you find that after you put in a nice sound quality system, that you started listening to a lot of different kind of music?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I started to listen to music that I didn't usually hear, because when I hear it on like the regular sound system, I didn't find it interesting enough to hear. And then after a while, and then I started to, sometimes with friends and stuff, they try, okay, I want to play my playlist. Okay, you play your playlist. And then I started to listen, and then, oh, this car can sound like this. It's different from the one that I usually hear, and I, learn to hear new things. New kind of music, and
Yeah, that's right though, isn't it? It's very interesting.
We need to keep our options open, right?
I started trying, listening to all sorts of, I'll say, a little bit out of what I don't normally listen to, jazz music more, now that I've got some, nice tunes in the car. It's great. So car audio now, we talked about it briefly back in the 90s, but now, 2018, what is the piece of equipment that you would love to have? If there was one piece of audio equipment that you'd like to collect or have, what would it be? Your favourite piece of audio equipment?
I don't know. I didn't got to stick to one brand or any stuff. But if the system sounds good, then I got no favorite ones like the power or the three-way or especially probably people will say the tweeter or something. I think it's about it's not gonna sound good on its own. It needs to be connected to the right parts and tuned correctly to be able to sound good.
You mentioned before about this car having been done before. Was it done somewhere else?
No, I've been somewhere else other than this store. But then I found this place to be like friendly, and then they do things right, and they have the passion to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes with people get to do these kind of things with passion, but without proper skill, they are not going to do it well and do it right. That's what they do here. Yeah, that's why I've been here for the last probably more than 5 years.
Yeah, no, it's a big part of it to be, you go somewhere where you feel that the people have the same enthusiasm as you do about it and live it and breathe it. Yeah, that's certainly the atmosphere that I got when I came here this morning. It was good. Yeah, right.
I've been trying a lot of different brands, and then I've got another car that I've changed here, and all of it sounds good. So they, if I want to have something, I just tell them, and they know what to give me. And then it's after I started to listen to it, everything has their own positive side. Like this is detail. The one that my other car sounds like a bit natural, and the singing voice is outstanding. It's kind of different tune for different car.
It's been good coming over here today because I find that the car scene here is big. Like it's really, you see it everywhere you're travelling, and you come to shops like this and you go, wow, like everyone's actively involved.
You find this kind of thing.
Yeah,
store, right?
well you do, but this is very much, you do notice it, but there is a big difference. This is streets ahead, you know, and I know that in Southeast Asia the car audio scene is very much active and alive, more so than what it is in Australia. But it's it's inspiring to come to places like that and to meet people like yourself and listen to your car. It was beautiful, man. Look, thank you. Really nice to meet you, and thanks for the opportunity to listen to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You should have tried another settings. A lot of it is very
Well, we can go back down there and okay.
Spend all day listening to it.
Thanks again.
Yeah, thank
Cheers.
you.